From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And our pitcher in this game, Dylan Cease. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Nick Kurtz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Oh. Huh.
Nice grab. Over to first, and they get the out. Okay, let's check out the lineup.
Ball, low.
Just getting started here in Toronto.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 2-2. Now one miss. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they still got both their challenges. Yo, one.
Oh.
Man at first, one away. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Well struck deep right field, way back and out of here. A three-run homer. The Athletics score first. It's 3-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
One down. Jacob Wilson getting ready to hit.
That's a ball.
with the knees for a strike. Just a slow ground ball this time. Jimenez throw to first. Now 2 out.
That is it. The designated hitter, Lawrence Butler.
Up the middle and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Digging in, Max
No,
Muncy.
that's a ball.
Butler off of first with 2 away. That one close, ruled the ball. Yeah, that's ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one is absolutely belted, carrying well, and caught on the warning track. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the mound for the A's in this one, Jeffrey Springs. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
George Springer leading things off and takes a strike. Ball 1 there. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rooker gets under it, and he makes the catch.
Batting third, first base.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
1 out man at first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Line drive. He's got it.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Addison Barger.
That one a little bit high. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Step off. throw to first.
Right.
And
He's
Springer's in there safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball inside.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
This one in the air center field. Clark moving in on this one. And that's the inning. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. We move to the second in Toronto. It's the A's 3 and the Jays nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Jeff McNeil.
Nope, that's high.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
And now 2-1. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Line drive, base hit right field. And a good start to the inning.
Batting ninth, center fielder Denzel Clark.
Nope, ball 1. Nope, that's inside.
The next
That's
pitch
the ball.
misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And ball 4,
Take
2
it,
aboard.
Up next for the A's, first baseman Nick Kurtz.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Nick Kurtz. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Swing and a ground ball. What a shot. Here's one to first. Double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
That's out the corner.
Two outs and a runner at third. Here in the top of the second. Swings through that one for strike 1. Way upstairs, and it's 2-1. Just off the outside edge. McNeil at third with 2 away. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. The A's strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 6, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Out towards right center field. Rooker on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Batting 7, third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. That one almost hit him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Swings through that one. Next offering is fouled back. In the air, right field. Rooker settles under this one. 2 down.
Batting 8, second baseman, Ernie Clement.
And first offering is fouled off. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
No, that's a ball.
Just missed. Check swing called strike. That's strike 2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
So a
That's
walk
Take
puts
it,
runners at first and
Batting
second.
9, shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. That's the third out. Blue Jays leave a pair. They trail it here 3-0. Back now in Toronto, on to the third inning. Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate. Hit on the ground to short. Fires over to Guerrero. That's a very athletic play.
Right fielder, Brent Brookner.
Man, Chris, a jump throw like that is certainly worthy of the StatCast treatment. Let's see what the numbers have to say about it.
Yeah, these are some favorable numbers, Boog. This is the type of play that showcases his arm strength. I mean, he made it look easy, but I promise you, that's not a throw every shortstop can make, especially with that much behind it.
And a swing and a miss. That misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss there. Got him. 2 out.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Wilson takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And a swing and a miss.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
And that's the third out. Nothing doing there for the A's, but they lead it 3-0. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer.
George Springer.
Up.
Springer tries to hold up, appeal to first, and James Kingsley says he won around. Got him swinging.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. He found a way to just get it by him.
Hitter, Nathan Lucas.
Ball. High. Ball.
On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Going down. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2.
First pitch changeup didn't fool him in the slightest. He got the front foot down, and then he blasted it out of here. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Oh.
Barger goes 5 feet 11 inches, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. The 1-0. And another ball. On the ground, right side. Kurtz steps on the bag, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Single to right in his first trip. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the 3rd. Swings through that.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one almost got him. There's a swing and a drop. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. There's a swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Going to have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
And it's second. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. New inning getting started. Now the A's designated hitter, Lawrence Butler. Swing and a foul out of play.
You know, these A's showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Outside low, and it's 1-2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Out towards right center field. One down.
Up next for the A's, third baseman Max Muncy.
A's leading by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. That's out number 2.
next for the A's, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Ball
Just
inside.
missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. And that is that. Nothing doing there for the A's, but they still lead at 3-2. Bottom of the fourth, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto.
Kazuma Okamoto.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. It's still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Got him swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Oh, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
That one lifted to left. Soderstrom under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next
And here's a
for
look
the
at
Blue
how he's
Jays,
using his pitches in this one.
shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Down, nobody on. Foul ball. The 0-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. It's the A's 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Back here at Rogers Center, leading off, Denzel Clark.
Denzel Clark.
You know, these Athletics doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Out towards right center field, Barger on his way over, 1 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Nick Kurtz.
No, that's a ball.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Nope, that's high.
In the air, right field, Barger on the move. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the A's, catcher Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers, the next to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
That's the ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Just off the inside edge. And there's ball 4.
Up next for the A's, left fielder Tyler Soderstrom.
This is again 5 in a row. Blue Jays bullpen with some action. Tommy Nance, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fisher also throwing. The 1-0. In the air, left field. And it's just foul. Way inside. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. The 2-2. That one way inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. The A's strand 1, but they're up 3-2. Back now in Toronto. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Check swing, appeal to first, and he won around. Just enough that time. The 0-1.
Ball high.
And that's a little bit high. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. A little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That misses the zone. Full count now. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter Nathan Lucas.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. The lefty to 1-0. And that misses as well.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Lucas wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. It don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges.
Right through there for a strike. Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Fastball in for a strike. 3-2 now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered in this game. Tap foul at the plate. And the 0-1. There's the strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
In there, got him looking for the K. And that is a big first out.
Right fielder, Addison Barger.
Gets him to chase after that one. Activity in the bullpen for the first time. Mark Leiter Jr., the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Lopez warming up as well. 2 on, 1 out. Kurtz. There's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. 5 innings complete. It's the A's 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Pitching change here. Tommy Nance.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Brent Rooker. He's done some damage, launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
That's a ball. No, that's a ball.
A righty that throws with power. He features a slider, a slurve, and he works in a sinker. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. That one fouled hard the other way. And now 2-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Up next for the A's, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
Just missed.
Whoa.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Cody Ponce up and throwing. The 1-0. On the ground to short. Jimenez fires to first in time.
Up next for the A's, the designated hitter, Lawrence Butler.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Lawrence Butler. 1 for 2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. In the dirt, ball 2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Springer snags it on the run. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Michael Kelly appears to be getting loose. Sterner getting cranked up as well. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And now it's 1-2. Now one missed. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Right side, hard hit. McNeil gets it to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman,
Kazuma Okamoto digs in now. Two down, nobody on. And another ball. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And here comes Mark Kotze as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Jeffrey Springs won't go any further, and he had to battle. Nothing came easy in this start, but he leaves with the lead. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Mark
Athletics,
Leiter Jr. gets handed the rock out of the pen. The
Jr.
offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Swings through that one.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Here comes the 0-1.
Oh!
Down the line, it's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Back-to-back base hits. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. In the air to left center, Soderstrom on the move to the gap, and that ends the inning. So a strong showing here from the A's bullpen. We're through 6 full. It's the A's 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the third baseman, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Just
outside.
missed. And another ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the A's, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
Jackknifes out of the way. The 1-1.
Woo!
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tommy Nance is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
On the mound now, Braden Fisher.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next up for the A's, Denzel Clark. That one's in there, 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that misses. And it's 2-1. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. And that's ball 4.
Up next for the A's, first baseman Nick Kurtz.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Fisher.
No, he's in there. Safe.
And the 1-0. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. So he goes the opposite way with that one. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Out towards right center field. And that is that. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's 5-2. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Jays, George Springer.
George Springer.
Check swing, he held up. Ball 1. Inside corner at the knees for a strike.
Whoa.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Out to center. Clark settles underneath it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter Nathan Lucas.
Strike one.
The Athletics leading by 3 here, the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Ball 1 there.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 2nd out.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Laddie in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one the other way. Fair ball, and that extends the inning.
Up next for
Showed
the
a
Blue
willingness to
Jays,
drive that pitch
right
the
fielder,
opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mark Leiter Jr. gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher
A's,
on here,
number 49,
Michael Kelly.
Michael Kelly.
Swinging a foul straight back. Guerrero leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a swing and a miss. Tap back up the middle. McNeil over to first. This play doesn't cost him. Inning over. 1 left for Toronto. They trail at 5-2. Back now in Toronto. Ready to begin the 8th. Tyler Soderstrom getting ready to hit.
Oh.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Here's a 1-1.
Oh.
Rips that one center field. 1 down.
Up next for the A's, right fielder Clint Rookie.
Hey.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Next pitch misses way outside. And that's down and away. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Comes the 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Struck him out swinging. That's the first fastball we've seen today. Made it look easy. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. 0 for 3 in this one. Out to short. Jimenez throw to first. That's out number 3. And the A's are gone in order. They're still out in front 5-2. And we're back. Stepping in, number 30.
Catcher Alejandro Kirk.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
2-0.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Line drive, base hit down the line. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And that is out of play.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. A 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
One out man at first. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Now one missed. Kirk stands at first with 1 out. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. High fly ball, right field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Ernie.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Michael Kelly out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Gregorio Mesa, on for his major league debut. So we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
That is upstairs for ball 1. In the air to left center, and that'll get down for a hit. And out to a board. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at third. So it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Breaking ball, this is down and away. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag, out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So the Blue Jays strand 3, and the deficit remains 5-2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mason Fluharty.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Lawrence Butler now at the plate.
The designated hitter, Lawrence Butler.
Fluharty, first time we've seen him this year. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. Out towards right center field, and it falls. And the leadoff man aboard.
Waste no time there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Hey!
Oh, 1 now. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Up next for the A's, second baseman.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Jeff McNeil up next for the A's. Close, but call the ball. And that's ball 1. It just shaved his zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The A's trying to break this one open here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. One down, runners at second and third. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Grabs it on the run. Both runners tagging. He's in on the sac fly, and they lead by 4.
So these players understand how important each run is, especially as you get closer to the end of the ball game. Nice job right there to get that runner in from third and add a little insurance.
So back to the top of the order. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Nick Kurtz. He's already homered here in this one. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Here's your 1.
Oh!
Muncy on third with 2 out. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the A's 6 and the Blue Jays 2. Back here at Rogers Center, now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Nathan Lucas.
Nathan Lucas.
And that one hammered. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
First offering, and it just misses. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Here, bottom 9, and the home team trying to rally to at least tie it up.
That's a ball. Ball.
Check swing, but he went too far. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground. Long throw to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder, Addison Barger.
So now with 1 away and a man at second, Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Swings through that one for strike 1. Man at second. That's ripped into the outfield. And there's 2 down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Nope, that's off the plate. Hup.
And that's way high. Ball 3. This one in the air, center field. Clark under this one. Ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display.
And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
The 0-1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the A's jump in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Now here is Shea Langoliers.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. Pitch coming up, and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Next pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Just goes down against it. Looks like it's a breaking ball, but he's so good. Went down and got it.
So man aboard. Now the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. Just missed. The 1-0.
Hey!
And that drops in for a strike. Langoliers on at first, nobody out. In the dirt. That missed by a lot, and now it's 3-2. Got him. One gone here. And time now to check out the A's lineup. On the ground, right side. Guerrero lost the second. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. It's now 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And pitching in this one for the A's, Jeffrey Springs. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Here's George Springer to start it off. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging.
Batting second, designated hitter.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the one run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
That's the ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was late. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Play made, that ends the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now in Toronto, and now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The shortstop takes the ball. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Ball 3.
Pitch misses outside. Ball 3. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Smoked to the left, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Ball.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Wilson aboard here at first with nobody out.
That's the ball. Up.
Fastball for a strike. Butler wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Got him swinging. 1 out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
1 out man at first. Next to hit, Max Muncy. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
That's a ball. Ball two.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Strike one.
Next
Ball.
pitch inside. Now 1-2. Now one missed. Up and in, and a full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. First and second, 2 outs. Denzel Clark up next for the A's. There's a strike. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Base hit right field. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Ball 1, no strikes. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Got it started a little too early, strike 1. Sliced hard but foul. The 1-2. To the right side, Guerrero. Takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
Nope. Ball 1.
And there's a foul ball. 1-1 now. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And the slider
that's a ball.
just misses.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Caught him looking for the K.
Batting fifth, catcher Alejandro. Hurt.
Ball one.
The 1-0. That's a little bit low. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two one. Outside.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
In the air, right field. Rooker on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Batting sixth, center fielder Dalton.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Low.
Fastball is outside. That one finds the corner. Strike one.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Out towards right center field. Clark on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
And a big swing and a miss.
Anytime teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house, they're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
Falling behind 2-1. On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
For the A's, left fielder Tyler Soderstrom.
Ball one.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Nice grab to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the A's, right fielder Brent Rooker.
2 outs, base is empty. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. 0 for 1 so far.
Whoa.
That one ripped right center field. And it's into the gap. An off throw to second, but he's in there easily.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
ball for a strike. And it's even up. Swings through that one for strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The A's strand one, but they lead it 1-0. As we go to the last of the third. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto.
No, that's a ball.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
2-1 now. That one fouled off. The 2-2 on the way. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Ernie Woodman.
Swings through that one out in front that time. And fouled off. Okamoto gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to. As far as
swings and misses, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, a pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with 2 strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up.
Here's Andres Jimenez. The
That's
shortstop takes the ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Fouled off. He was late. Man at first, one away. In the dirt. Just missing there. And now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. On the ground right side. And it's through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Just missed. 2 on, 1 out. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And there's the ball. Upstairs. Ball 3. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, and that's a foul ball. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the 3rd. And they're all loaded up. Now it's going to be Nathan Lucas. Golden opportunity right here.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That one misses. Ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Swings through that one for strike 1. In danger of walking in the tying run.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That's a strike.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Too low. Ball 1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire to give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off the throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. All loaded up. Addison Barger. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. And ball 1. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-0. Fastball is outside. Alejandro Kirk in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
For the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
And it's fouled off. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 3 innings complete. Blue Jays 2 and the A's 1. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now the A's designated hitter, Lawrence Butler.
You know, these A's showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Clement over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch, perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Jeff McNeil stands in. Walked his first time. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Up.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Springer under it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Blue Jays 2 and the A's 1. Bottom 4, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
Center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Out to short. Wilson tosses to first, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
For the Blue Jays, third baseman Kazuma Okamoto.
Rip, but it curls foul. And the lefty with the 0-1.
Whoa.
Foul ball there. The 1-2. And they'll do it again.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And right back to the mound. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Blue Jays 2 and the A's 1. Back here at Rogers Center, ready now for the 5th inning. Denzel Clark digs in now. And that's it for a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball almost got him there. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Next offering is in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. In there for strike 1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. The Blue Jays leading by a run. We're at the top of the 5th. Almost got him. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Up next for the A's, catcher Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. 1 for 2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Kurtz over at first with 1 away. That one misses, and that is ball 1. And a count 1-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Here's a 1-2. Broken back, ground ball to second. Fires over to Guerrero. Got him.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting 1 out of it.
And on second, 2 down. Hard liner. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. Around from second to tying run. Fires the second too late into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Brent Rooker, the next to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Runner at second, 2 down. Late on that fastball.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. Don't think you want to throw it again, though.
That's too low. Ball one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. That one to first, and foul ball. Out to short, Wilson. Whips it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, George Springer.
No, that's a ball.
All tied up, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Inside. And the count now even up. Now one miss. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Go ahead run on base. Nathan Lucas will hit next. We're 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball one. Springer on the run. Cut on and miss. Saved at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Ball 2.
Next pitch is outside. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's in there. 3-2 now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That's too high.
That's
It is
four.
ball
Take your
4.
base.
Another walk.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir.
And here comes Mark
Guerrero
Kotze as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Jeffrey Springs will depart. And a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game. New arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching for the
So a
A's.
new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Mark Leiter Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Oh,
2 on, 1 out. Up the middle, a sliding play it short. Here's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger.
nope, that's off the plate.
Springer on third. Guerrero at first, 2 out of the inning. In there at the knees. And the count even 1-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Nope,
That's outside.
that's away.
2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. This one trails right center field. That one heads for the fence and down. That'll fire up the dugout, and that's how they take the lead. It's 5-2. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Oh,
2 down, nobody on.
ball 2.
Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. 3rd out. 3-run shot for the Jays this inning. It's now 5-2. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tommy Nance.
45.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson.
Ball.
And the 1-0. Swings over the top of that one. Activity in the bullpen. Brendan Little, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Rogers getting loose as well. Here's a 1-1. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
3-1 now. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Pretty interesting pitch sequence in that at bat. Instead of attacking with the fastball early in the count to get ahead, it was all off speed until the very last pitch to put him away. And pretty impressive to have the fastball command right when you need it. He just kind of kept it in his pocket until he wanted to blow him away.
And first offering is fouled off. To the right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. Two quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
Up next for the A's, third baseman, Max Muncy.
2 outs, base is empty. Max Muncy up next for the A's. Yo, 1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really nice two-strike pitch right there. Very tempting, but couldn't get the chase.
Swing and a ground ball. Clement over to first. The A's go quietly. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the A's 2. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Can't glove it cleanly. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
For the Blue Jays, third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
Whoa.
Leiter, a 6-foot righty. He features a sinker, a splitter, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Hit hard on the ground to short. Picks it out of the dirt. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play.
Second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. done for the afternoon. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
So a
A's,
new pitcher on the mound for the
57,
A's, Jacob Lopez.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
2 down, base is empty. Now here is Ernie Clement.
Oh.
Check swing,
Whoa.
and he went. And that is strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Left field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Andres Jimenez.
Pitch
No,
misses,
that's a
and
ball.
it's 1-0. Man at second.
Love how
No.
this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Here's a 2-0. And
No,
another
that's a
ball.
ball.
The Athletics have some bullpen action. Elvis Alvarado preparing to come on if needed. Man on second, 2 down. And ball
Ball
4,
four. Take
2
it back.
aboard.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder.
It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Three-1 is on the way. And he swings over the top there. That's a good
Take it back.
at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Left fielder, George Springer.
First and second, 2 outs. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss at a slider. Just misses
inside.
with that one. This one in the air, right field. Rooker on the move towards the line.
No.
Can't
No.
get there. This one lands out. That misses the zone. Full count now.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And that one
That's
misses
up the corner.
outside.
Ball
It's ball 4.
Take it back.
So he's walked 3 in the inning. The bases are loaded.
Hitter, Nathan Lucas.
Line drive. And
Over
an
the wall.
automatic
Two
double
base.
now as it hops the wall and foul ground. As they score a pair on the play.
You don't want to get greedy, but it's easy to imagine all 3 runners coming home to score with this type of contact. Yeah, the automatic double costs them a run, but they're still in a position to keep scoring.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jacob Lopez departs, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
And
Athletics,
we've got ourselves a
number
pitching
61,
change. Elvis Alvarado
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. Really late.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A 3-run dinger. And they add to their lead. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
So digging in, Addison Barger. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Towards first, and it goes just foul. That one not close. Full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious. We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
The 1-2 stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One away.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Nope, that's inside.
Slider right there. The Athletics with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. That one's in there. And the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And that one is downstairs, and the count is 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. New pitcher now for the Jays, Braden Fisher.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So back to the top of the order, Nick Kurtz getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. To third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. A's go quickly and quietly there, and the deficit stays at 8. It's 10-2. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Pitch misses, and a count 2-1. Foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Gets him to chase after that one.
That's a ball.
The Jays up big in this one. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Ball.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Here's a 2-2. And that just misses. Downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Kazuma.
One gone, runner at first.
Okamoto.
So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. 1 for 3.
Nope, that's low.
Varsho, the base runner at first with 1 out. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And a 1-2. That one missed. Goes down looking. looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Elvis Alvarado done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
So they
Athletics,
turn things over to the righty, JT Ginn.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
For the Blue Jays, second baseman, Ernie Clement.
First pitch just misses.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Swing and a drive, deep right field.
No!
And that's a foul ball.
Foul ball!
Right through there for a strike. The next offering misses, and it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Now a chance for Andres Jimenez. On the ground, right side, throws to first in time. That's the third out, inning over. Blue Jays leave a pair, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Back here at Rogers Center, and now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Strike one!
The 0-1.
Ball.
That's inside. And that one misses up and in. 3-1 now. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Payoff pitch. What a stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the A's, left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Got him. Now 2 away.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Brent Rooker. First pitch way inside a fastball. The 1-0.
Up.
Two down, nobody on. And now 2 balls and a strike. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw won't get there in time, and they can't get the out.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
The 0-1. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That missed by a lot. 1-2 to count. That one missed. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the A's 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. That's in there. Strike 1. Tap foul at the plate. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter, Nathan Lucas.
Just missed. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
McNeil throws to first in time.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
And a foul ball. The 0-1. Just off the inside edge. He swings and fouls one off. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that is a foul ball.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Got it. That ends the inning. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the A's 2.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Mason Fluhardt.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Leading off for the Athletics, the designated hitter, Lawrence Butler.
Ball
That's
one,
a ball.
no strikes. Swing and a foul straight back. Fluhardt, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. That's a little bit low. And it remains 2-2. Next offering is outside. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Third baseman,
Max Muncy up next for the A's. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. This one in the air, center field. Varsho under it. He makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the A's, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Nope. That's
Moving
away.
in the bullpen, Cody Ponce getting ready to go. That one at the knees for a strike. They're down to their final strike. Outside low, and the count is even 2-2. That's towards center. Varsho in position. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take this one in a blowout.
So many festivities and excitement around opening day. It's great to come out and get that first one out of the way. You carry that momentum into the second game of the year, and you hope that it extends for a good period of time.